On July 17, 2026, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security announced a significant change regarding the admission of F1 students, marking the end of the duration of status admission. This new rule will come into effect on September 15, 2026, and introduces a fixed admission period recorded on each student's Form I-94. Under the previous duration of status system, denoted as D/S on the I-94, F1 students could remain in the United States as long as they adhered to the F1 requirements. However, the revamped rule mandates that most students will now receive a specific expiration date on their I-94, which will significantly change how they plan their education and life in the US. The I-94 expiration date will now be crucial. Generally, an F1 student will be admitted for the duration necessary to complete their program, as indicated on the Form I-20, not exceeding 4 years, plus an additional 30 days. This new admission policy does not set a lifetime limit on F1 status, rather, it establishes a limit on specific admission or extension periods. For example, a doctoral student with a 5-year 1-20 may receive an initial I-94 only valid for 4 years. While the school can continue to authorize the academic program, the student must obtain an extension or another valid admission before their I-94 expires. This means that students can no longer rely solely on a valid I-20 for proof of their legal status in the US. The I-94 admit until date will now serve as a standalone, critical immigration deadline. Students needing more time than allowed by their I-94 must navigate the new extension of stay process, which involves submitting a Form I-20 issued by their designated school official, filing a Form I-539 with USCIS, paying the appropriate fee, providing evidence of sufficient financial resources, and possibly attending a biometrics appointment. If approved, they will receive a new fixed period of admission. Alternatively, students may opt to leave the US and seek re-entry through Customs and Border Protection. However, neither route is without complications. The USCIS application process can be slow and uncertain, while the travel option raises concerns about visa validity and the discretion of CBP during re-entry. This new rule also reduces the post-completion grace period from 60 days to just 30 days, commencing after the completion of the academic program and any practical training, including post-completion OPT or STEM OPT. The shorter grace period may require students to rethink their plans for departure, applications for change of status, and other immigration filings following their studies or practical training. For current students, the rule includes transition provisions. Those who were admitted under the previous duration of status and maintain their F1 status on September 15, 2026, will generally not receive a new date-specific I-94. However, they are not granted permanent protection under the old system. Transition students may continue their F1 status until their program end date or employment authorization document expiration, but must comply with an overall limit of 4 years from the effective date of the rule. Students should be mindful that international travel could jeopardize their transition status, as re-entering the US after a departure would place them under the new fixed date system. This rule introduces new restrictions regarding transfers and changes in educational objectives. The DHS outlines that below the graduate level, transfers and changes generally cannot occur in the first year unless authorized by the SAFE due to extenuating circumstances. Graduate students face even stricter limits. They are unable to change educational objectives or transfer schools during their program without SAFE approval. The rule does not delve deeply into how SAFE will handle student-specific scenarios like funding loss or medical relocations, indicating a need for further guidance from DHS. Additionally, students who complete a US program after September 15, 2026, will find limitations on studying at the same or lower educational levels. For instance, a student who finishes a bachelor's degree can pursue a master's degree, but those seeking another master's degree will face significant F1 eligibility challenges. This change could complicate non-traditional academic paths, including dual programs, residencies, and career shifts. Although OPT and STEM OPT options remain available, practical training will now align with the student's I-94 validity period. Timely extension filings are essential, as a pending application does not automatically permit employment. Students must treat their I-94 expiration date as a separate deadline from their I-20 program end date and coordinate their SAVIS records, OPT applications, and travel plans accordingly. In conclusion, the transition from a compliance system focused on maintaining student status to one requiring careful monitoring of both valid F1 status and the I-94 expiration marks a significant shift in immigration policy for F1 students. Students must remain vigilant about maintaining their status, understanding the application processes, and seeking individualized advice regarding their unique situations. If you would like Tiwari Immigration Law's help on your immigration filing, please email us at info@tiwari.com. Our attorneys are licensed in New Jersey and represent clients on immigration matters in all 50 states. This video is for informational purposes and should not be considered legal advice. Speak to an immigration attorney before applying this information to your specific case.